Hey there, friend. Yeah, I'm talking to you, the one who's maybe staring at this screen right now, feeling like life's a maze with no exit, like you're stuck in quicksand and every step just pulls you deeper. If you're lost, confused, or just plain tired, I see you. I've been there too. Life has this funny way of throwing curveballs when you least expect it. A job falls through, a dream fizzles out, or maybe you just wake up one day and realize you don't recognize the person staring back in the mirror. It's heavy, right? But here's the thing. You're not alone in this, and being lost isn't a life sentence. It's a detour. So grab a seat, maybe a cup of coffee, or whatever gets you going, and let's dive into some real, raw, life-changing advice that can pull you out of this fog and set you on a path that feels right. Because trust me, you've got a fire inside you, even if it's just a flicker right now. Let's fan that flame. Let's start with something powerful yet underrated. Silence. I know, it's not the first thing you think of when you're lost. We're wired for noise these days. Phones buzzing, TikTok blaring, friends venting, strangers flexing their perfect lives online. It's exhausting. But here's a truth bomb for you. When you build in silence, when you step away from the chaos and work on yourself quietly, you become untouchable. Think about it like this. If nobody knows what you're cooking up, nobody can throw shade or sabotage it. It's like you're a ninja, moving in the shadows, sharpening your skills, stacking your wins, and one day, bam, you step out into the light and everyone's like, whoa, where'd that come from? That's the magic of silence. It's your secret weapon. Now I get it. Silence can feel lonely. You might be sitting there, no notifications popping up, no one clapping for you, and wondering, am I even doing this right? But listen, solitude isn't a curse, it's a privilege. It's the price you pay to become the best version of yourself. Look at anyone who's done anything big. Steve Jobs didn't invent the iPhone with a crowd cheering him on every step. He locked himself away, thought deeply, worked hard, and let the results speak. That's you right now. You're in the lab of your own life, mixing ingredients, experimenting, failing sometimes, sure, but building something real. Embrace that quiet. It's where the good stuff happens. Next up, failure. Oh man, this one's a beast, isn't it? If you're lost, I'd bet my last dollar you've got a failure or two haunting you. Maybe you launched a business that tanked, or you bombed a test that mattered, or you trusted someone who let you down hard. It hurts, like a punch to the chest that leaves you gasping. But here's what I need you to hear. Failure's a bruise, not a tattoo. It's temporary. It fades. It doesn't get to define you unless you let it stick around rent-free in your head. Too many people out there, they trip once and suddenly they're done. They hand the pen to someone else, let the world scribble failure across their story, and they just shrug and say, guess that's me. No, not you. You're not that person. Think about every great comeback story you've ever heard. Rocky Balboa, down on the mat, blood dripping, crowd screaming. He gets up. JK. Rolling, rejected by publisher after publisher. She keeps writing. That's the spirit you've got in you. Failure's not the end, it's a plot twist. It's the part of the movie where the music swells, the lights dim, and you know something epic's about to happen. So pick yourself up, grab that pen back, write the next chapter, because the only one who gets to decide how this story ends is you. Now let's talk about who's riding shotgun in your life, your circle. You've heard it before. Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. It's not just a cheesy line, it's gospel. If you're surrounded by people who don't lift you up, who don't inspire you, who don't make you want to be better, then honey, that's not a circle, that's a cage. I've seen it too many times. Good people with big hearts and bigger dreams get stuck because they're rolling with folks who settle. The complainers, the naysayers, the good enough crew, they'll drag you down faster than you can blink. You don't need that energy. You need a squad that challenges you, that sparks ideas, that sees the giant in you, even when you feel small. Take a second and think about someone like LeBron James. You think he got to where he is hanging out with people who told him to chill out, stop dreaming so big? No way. He picked teammates, mentors, friends who pushed him, on the court and off. That's what you've got to do. It's not about being a snob or ditching people for kicks. It's about protecting your vibe. Your time's too precious, your goal's too big to let anyone dim your shine. So look around. If your circle's not fueling you, it's time to redraw the lines. Here's another piece of the puzzle. patience, and discipline. I know they sound like buzzkills, words your parents or some old school coach might throw at you. But stick with me. They're gold. What you do today, the little choices you make right now, they're like dominoes. They line up and decide where you'll be standing 5, 10 years down the road. Discipline's that tough moment where you've got to pick. Do I scroll Instagram for 3 hours? Or do I crack open that book, hit the gym, start that side hustle? It's not glamorous. It's not instant gratification. But it's the difference between a life you're proud of and a life full of what-ifs. Imagine this. Every time you say no to the easy stuff, the late-night snacks, the procrastination, the excuses, you're saying yes to the stuff that matters. It's like investing in a savings account for your future self. One day, you cash it out, and you're standing there, stronger, smarter, happier, because you put in the work when nobody was watching. That's discipline. That's patience. It's not sexy, but it's powerful. And trust me, it pays off. And while we're digging deep, let's talk about the past. If you're lost, there's a good chance you're lugging around some old baggage, regrets, mistakes, should-have-dones. It's like carrying a backpack full of rocks everywhere you go. The past can feel like a trap, sucking you back every time you try to step forward. But here's the deal. The past isn't your address. It's a school. You visit it to learn, not to set up camp. Every heartbreak, every fumble, every tear, they're lessons, not shackles. You wouldn't keep rereading chapter 1 of a book forever, right? So why do that with your life? Turn the page. The past taught you. Now let it go. Fear's a big player here too. It loves to sneak in, whispering, what if you fail again? What if you're not enough? But fear's a liar. It's just noise. Look at someone like Thomas Edison, failed 1,000 times before the light bulb worked. Did he let fear win? Nope. He learned, adjusted, kept going. That's your playbook. The future's wide open, and it's yours to shape. Don't let yesterday hold the steering wheel. Now, let's flip the script, because none of this clicks without changing how you think. Strength isn't about dodging pain. It's about what you do with it. The toughest people aren't the ones who've had it easy. They're the ones who took their scars and turned them into armor. Picture a warrior, battle-worn, standing tall, not because they never got hit, but because they learned how to take the hits and keep swinging. That's you. Life's going to throw punches, loss, rejection, doubt, but you decide the next move. You can crumble or you can build. Pain's a teacher if you let it be. Use it. Let it fuel you. Let it make you unbreakable. Your mind's the control room here. What you think. It sets the tone for everything. Your mood, your actions, your life. If you're stuck obsessing over what people think, trying to please everyone, you're handing over the keys to your happiness. Stop that. Most people are too wrapped up in their own drama to judge you anyway. Focus on you, your goals, your growth, your peace. Train your brain like you train your body. Feed it good stuff. Hope, grit, vision. Kick out the junk. Self-doubt, comparison, negativity. You've got the power to choose your soundtrack. Make it a good one. And yeah, I hate to break it to you, but there's no cheat code. Success doesn't come with a fast pass. You can't Uber your way to the top. It's a staircase, not an elevator, and you've got to climb every step. Anyone who says otherwise is probably trying to sell you a $99 course that doesn't work. Look at the greats. Oprah didn't go from broke to billionaire overnight. She hustled, stumbled, kept climbing. Same with you. Don't let anyone, your lazy coworker, your skeptical uncle, that random troll online, steer your ship. Your dreams are yours. Own them. Work for them. Step by step. Time's the next big player. We all get 24 hours. Beyonce, you, me, the guy down the street. It's not about how much you've got. It's about what you do with it. Every second you waste, every I'll do it later you mutter, you're giving away a piece of your future. Time's the one currency you can't earn back. So why not spend it wisely? That idea you've been kicking around, that goal you've been going to get to, start today. Not tomorrow, not Monday, not when the stars align. Now. Action beats intention every time. Move. And here's the grand finale, growth. Life boils down to two paths. You're either growing or you're repeating. There's no neutral gear. If you're not stretching yourself, learning something new, chasing something better, you're just looping the same old playlist. And nobody wants to be that person, stuck in the same job, same fights, same excuses a decade later. Growth isn't comfy. It's messy. It's scary. It's hard as hell sometimes. But staying stagnant, that's a slow death. You've got to choose, evolve or echo, step up or stay put. The world's moving. Don't get left behind. So if you're lost right now, here's my call to you. Take one step, just one. Tune out the noise, rewrite your story, pick your people, say no to the small stuff, learn from the past, flip your mindset, climb those stairs, seize your time, and grow. You don't need all the answers today. You just need to start. Because being lost, it's not a dead end, it's a crossroads. And the road you pick next, that's where the magic happens. You've got this. Let's go write a story worth telling.